Besides messing up Daddy's room, what you doing?
I'm doing my A.C.B.A. and the ponies are on the boat going home.
Awesome.
And that's my A.C.B.A.
Man, I used to play the trap spot, propped on the block like I was part of the backdrop. Now it's scale, props, effects, and backdrops. The right lighting, you never catch me biting. Say you make it look so real when you pose the figures fighting. I caught lightning, stuck it in the detour. Replicate epic scenes from the Creed War. Compose pieces with artists that span the globe. Fearsome foes, Spidey in the picture perfect pose. Insert the comic book cutout to shoot a show. Oh, you ain't know? Yo, everybody know me. I made nerds cool nerd like my man Zobi. Took the everyday display, gave it a spark. Welcome to articulated comic book art.
That's crispy.
Back! Ending out the last video, starting on the new. This was a package from my man S13. I bought a couple of things from him. Increasing on my imports game right here. He hooked me up with this SH Figure Arts figure right here. I got the Player One Blanca, which I've been trying to get for a minute. He actually held this down for me for a while because I totally forgot that he had it for me. And I got a Jazz, so almost done. Putting together my Autobots team. So big thanks to my man P. I appreciate you, brother. I freaking hate this figure. It's the worst figure ever. Banshee. Need a do-over on this guy, seriously. Didn't even get the hair color right. Hands are atrocious. Paint is atrocious. It's a horrible figure. You never see anybody use him because of that. Be nice to get his daughter in figure form too. All of X Factor, really. The modern era X Factor. That'd be cool. For Gears of War 4, about to come out in the next week. A day after my birthday, so I will be treating myself to Gears of War 4, one of my favorite games of all time. If you want Xbox Live, let me know what your gamer tag is. I actually got to renew my subscription, but yeah, definitely excited about that, man. So I guess that means we'll see some more figures from NECA and the Gears of War series. They have continued to improve on these figures as far as the articulation and the paint and everything from when the series first came out. It has only gotten better. So I hope with the installment of Gears of War number 4 they add just a little more articulation. Some double jointed elbows would be nice, but we'll have to wait and see how that pans out. I wonder what happened to that other chick they were supposed to make, or the other chick they didn't make from Gears of War 3, Samantha. They gave us Anya, but they didn't give us the other chick. They could have used the same body mold and just changed the head, really. Changed the skin tone on the arms. But like I said, hopefully we'll see way more characters now that Part 4 is about to come out. So we in March of 2013. Hitmonkey Wave has started to show up at retail, but still no variants or run-in changes from that wave or the previous wave, which was Wave 3 that had the Punisher and everything. And then we're still waiting for Blade and for Moonstar. Don't know what's going on. Hasbro, what's up? Looks like they got it right with the Iron Man Legends line. That's been out in abundance pretty much everywhere. I'm anticipating my second Iron Patriot and Bleeding Edge Iron Man coming in the mail this week. And I picked up a couple for somebody out of the country. So those have been pretty easy to find. But I don't know what's going on with everything else. Packages! So that first package on top, the smaller package, was a package from my man Dirt Nap. Hooked me up here with the Yamaguchi Revoltech Himura. I don't even know how to pronounce this crap. But it looks like a pretty dope figure. I've actually seen this figure in pictures in the ACBA group, so it is a really nice figure. I think the kid, my man Steven, had took some pictures. One of his pictures had made it to the like page too. It was a real nice picture with natural lighting outside. It had him just kind of just chilling on a rock, just chilling outside. But this figure is dope. Definitely interested in getting this open and seeing how it works. Looks like the mechanics of it is a little different. You know, it's like that with some of these Japanese-made figures, some of the imports. So big thanks to my man Dirt Knight for hooking me up. And I'm gonna get this open, get some flicks and stuff with them. The next two packages were donations for the FSP. Both of them are from the same person though. Rather large donation from my man Justin. Hooked up some really nice stuff for the FSP. Don't know if I'm gonna be able to go through everything now. This Kilowog piece and a Red Hulk builder figure is actually for me. We did a little trade for that stuff, so that gets me closer to completing Kilowog and trying to get my Green Lantern crew together. And then I've been trying to get another Red Hulk for a while because I wanted to paint one. So that's great. And then he put a bunch of nice stuff in here, man. This Spawn figure, I think this is Spawn. He got all 4 of the animated turtles, which look pretty nice. I never seen them out of package. They look pretty cool. I just wasn't really too thrilled about the articulation, but a lot of people say the articulation was actually better than expected. I'm not sure if this is a complete Sentinel. I don't know, but I see the arms, the legs, so that's really nice. We got a Blob, which I think is one of Hasbro's best builder figures. It's not complete yet. Deadpool, gray one, really nice. We got Apocalypse. He put a little note in here. This is a Marvel Legends builder figure. Apocalypse. He put a little note in here that said, please give away the Apocalypse with the Archangel. I would do it no other way, brother. You know that's the whole point of the FSP. When people donate things, I try to like pair them up with other good things and put together some nice packages. So absolutely we'll be giving away the Apocalypse and that Archangel together. I think these are the weapons for Spawn. Oh, there's the other part to the Sentinel. So that is a complete Sentinel and a complete Apocalypse. So that's just crazy. I believe this is like a Cybertronian Jazz or something like that. And then we got I forget this guy's name, wrestling dude. Somebody help me out in the comments. Some more Transformer stuff. Some really nice G.I. Joe figures here. Is that a Firefly in there? Some other people. More Transformers. Looks like a Rodimus. Some G.I. Joe vehicles. Man, he just put so much stuff in here. It's just a lot to go through. More G.I. Joe stuff. So definitely some really nice things that could get paired up with some other things that we have in FSP. FSP is still going really strong, getting nice donations every single month. Still a bunch of stuff in there, and we're gonna keep this thing going. So big shout out to my man Justin. Really nice donation. I appreciate you, brother. Just to be clear, this is actually a complete Cobra Hiss tank that Justin had in here, and in the driver. So that's what that is. And also this superposable Spider-Man from the movie, which a lot of people thought was pretty cool. And this bag of Joe's actually had a really dope Snake Eyes in there, and Firefly, and some other dudes too. So again, a wonderful package here from my man Justin. So it's been a little while since I purchased a Revoltech figure, but this guy is really nice. Articulation is great. The sculpt is nice. A bit blocky in certain areas. You know, those figures can be kind of blocky, but if you know how to pose it and work with the articulation, then you can make them look really nice and get them into some really nice dynamic poses. You know, a lot of these imports, the articulation is way different from what we get here in America, but like I always say, you get what you pay for with these. A little more expensive, but you're going to get everything. You're going to get a extremely nicely painted figure with great articulation, and a lot of interchangeable parts, a lot of accessories. So that is great. Go over some of these accessories. Unfortunately, one of the hands was already broken when it came out the package. This left hand here, where he could actually hold the sword with the left hand like he's doing right now. Actually, I'm sorry, this is the second left hand, excuse me. So he's got one on there right now that works, but this one, the little peg broke off. I don't know how well that's showing up right now, but the little peg broke off, so that's unfortunate, but I'm not too mad because you still get a lot of interchangeable hands and parts. This face that's on him right now is not the face that came on him. This was one of the extras. The face that came on him in the package is this one. Hold on. So yeah, this is the face that came on him. Actually, no, it's not. This is the face that came on him. He's kind of looking straight ahead in this one here. See that? And then he's got one where he's kind of looking to his left. and then the one that he's got on right now, he's kind of looking to his right. So those are the 3 interchangeable faces. And then as far as the swords go, he's got this one here, which is the full sword that he has that can go into the sheath fully. So that's that. Then he also has another full sword here, and then he's got one that's just the top part of the sword, so that way he can actually put this one into the side of his gi, or whatever you would call it there. So this one is not a full sword, but he got the 3 basically. So that's cool. Then he comes with the other extra waist belt, and obviously you can put the sword in the sheath in there. This one's a little loose. This one fits a little more snug, but that works. Then he's got 8 hands. He's got this left open hand, which I said he can hold the sheath sword with. This is the right open hand, which the sword handle can go into his hand there. He's got another left hand, which is the one that actually came broken. And he has another left, which can also hold the sword. And another left and right, closed fist. And semi-open. And then 2 fully open hands, or one that's fully open and one that's kind of open there. So those are all the hands. Then he's got some other stuff that I honestly have no no clue what it's for. Like as I'm filming this, I'm like, messing around with it for the first time, so I'm figuring it out as I go. I mean, it comes with instructions and everything, but that's all in Japanese, and I don't speak Japanese. But I would assume that this is like a base of some sort, or maybe to store stuff in there. I have no clue. This looks like it might be like an attack accessory or part of the base. I don't know. And this is some more stuff for base. I guess that's to kind of get him in some jumping dynamic poses. I see that he's got peg holes here at the bottom of his feet and in the pants here, and I know that this part of the pants actually is removable, so I guess that's for more applying it to the maybe this goes here, something like that, for like a kick or something like that. Who knows? I have no clue. I'm not an expert on a lot of these import figures. I'm just starting to get a bunch of these now, so I'm learning as I go here. But let's go over the figures articulation now. Just so you can see real quick, most of these figures, the faces change like that. This is how it is on the DBZ figure. A lot of these imports, a lot of the Japanese made figures, you remove the hair, and then you can remove the face, and change the face, and then put the hair back. So that's how that works. And the head is on a ball joint. It gets nice range of motion. Looks up pretty far. Looks down really far. Left and right. It could do a 360. The hair has articulation too. It's on a ball joint here at the ponytail, which actually rotates full 360, and it's on like a hinge, and it rotates at 2 points. At this point at the hair and right here as well. So that's really, really nice, because that's good for getting them into some jumping poses, and then you can have the hair flying up. So that is a really nice piece of articulation. He's got a ball joint here on the shoulder, which you can fully rotate the arm and the sleeve here. But it's a weird kind of joint. It does get some rotation, but you do have to kind of spin it for you to get it down by the side. And then there's another ball joint here, which rotates and actually moves on a hinge as well. And the wrist rotates and it's on a hinge as well. This is where the hand comes out here. You see the peg there, so that's good. Put that back in. And then he does have some waist articulation. The waist actually does kind of pop out a bit. Not too much range of motion as far as like an ab crunch. Like it doesn't really move up or down, but it does get a nice full range of motion there. And the legs can extend forward, not really backwards, but there is a sort of swivel here at the thigh. The knees are pretty much double jointed. You get a nice little ankle pivot and a hinge, so that's cool. That's the same thing on both legs. It's kind of tricky with this articulation with the legs though, because you do have to like rotate and put it up in order to get like some jumping or running poses. Same thing as far as the arms on both sides. But again, like I said, the articulation on these are a little tricky. It takes a little getting used to, especially if you're used to dealing with legends and things like that, where the articulation is pretty standard, pretty straightforward. You do got to do a little more finagling with something like this, but it's cool. I like it a lot regardless.
Packages.
So that smaller package was a package from my man Minor, who I've been collecting some things for some many months now. I've talked about him many times in MTIT, but I just sent out like more than half of the stuff that I have been collecting for him, and he sent this to me as a little thank you. Thank you for the support and good nature. God bless, from Minor. So very nice. Came on my birthday. I'm not sure if he planned it like that, but that's how it worked out. So that was awesome. And it's crazy because I was just saying to myself that I needed a new wallet. My other wallet was falling apart, and I had this like little bootleg temporary wallet that I was using. So this is cool. I will not be using this chain though. I'm gonna definitely take that off, but I will be using the wallet, and I will be putting no money in it though, because wise guys keep their money in a roll. But thanks to my man Minor, I appreciate you, brother. Big thanks. For the record, like a couple of months ago, I had started ordering stickers from another place, and they're not like cut, like pre-cut. So they come like this. But I sent out a bunch of stickers and orders for ACBA shirts, so you could cut them yourself. It's like cutting a cutout, basically, just so it'll be a little more crispy, and you won't have all of this white excess around the side. So anybody that I sent out stickers to, just so you know, I sent out a bunch of free stickers. So stickers along with all the ACBA shirts are now available on the ACBA merchandise shop. The address is shop.articulatedcomicbookart.com. Really excited about getting this launched. Big thanks to my man Ty Star for helping out. Thanks to my girl Peppy for helping out. And we will be updating the site periodically throughout the next couple of weeks and adding new shirts and new merchandise and hats and different things like that. And then those other little things that you saw that have my name and Cheddar's name and Realistic's name, those are actually the theme songs, which are available on the site too. So those are the covers for the theme songs. My bad, my camera died, and then I got to working on something else. I got severe ADD. But so yeah, those covers that you saw were the single covers, single as in music, the single covers for each individual ACBA theme song. So there's one from myself, one from Cheddar, one from Realistic. Mine and Cheddar's are actually available on iTunes. So when you go to the merchandise site, there is a link to purchase those on iTunes. It's only 99 cents. And Realistics you can purchase through the site. So again, the site is up, it's live. You can go at any time to order any ACBA merchandise. Like I said, we're going to be updating it with new shirts and new stickers and new everything. We're gonna continuously update it. I mean, we have things from now through spring through summer kind of already mapped out and planned out as far as what we want to put out. Basically, what we're trying to do is just, we're just trying to continue to grow ACBA, the brand, and really represent the collector and the new age collector and the cool nerd, if you will. And that's what we're gonna do. That's what the merchandise is gonna represent it as far as apparel is concerned. But there's also gonna be other merchandise associated with ACBA that'll be on the site. Like different little things that you could use for displays. I don't want to give away too much, but it'll be there. It'll continue to pop up. So like I said, just check the site periodically. And once again, big thanks to my man Ty. Ty is not only helping out, but he is the person that actually designs all of the images that you see on any apparel. He and I get together, I come up with an idea, we brainstorm, we shoot ideas back and forth. He's the man for doing that. And shout out to my girl Peppy, who helped out putting together the site and doing all of the technical things behind the scenes and working on the actual site and actually doing some logo design stuff for me as well. And shout out to my girl Nakia, who has been helping since the inception of this thing. So I'm talking for a long time, but I'm really excited about that and about the brand and about continuing to grow the brand. So continue to support us in that way, and moving right along. So ACBA World Tournament news. Things had kind of slowed to a halt. I'm sorry for the delay, but it was kind of out of our control. We actually had to replace one judge. Trevor Harris couldn't do the judging this year, so we brought action figure expert back on, which means it's myself, action figure expert, JRA Nightmare, Pharaoh Black, and Slings a Web. And then in the midst of all of that, Pharaoh Black had got injured and he was in the hospital for about a week, so that slowed things up as well. And then not to mention that each individual judge has to grade every single entry. We're not doing it how we did it last year, where we divide the entries up and one judge may get like 10 or 20 entries and another one will get 20 and so on and so forth. Every judge grades every single entry to make it more fair, and then we take the scores from each judge for each individual person, and then we round it off, basically add them up, round them off, and that's how you get your final score. So that process takes a long time. You got to go through every single video. The first time that everybody was done, I told them to go back and do it again. And I did it again. And then the second time everybody was done, I told them to go back and do it again. And I did it again. So, I mean, we basically just kind of waiting for a few more scores to come in, for one more person to finish their scores. And then we're going to start tallying everything up and things will be moving right along. So I'm sorry for the delay, but that's what it is. A little change of pace real quick. It's the first time in I don't know how many years I actually built a Lego thing as far as the instructions are concerned. My daughter been on a Lego tip for like the past year or so, but she just been doing a lot of freehand stuff. But it was a little Batman set that I forgot that I had. I think it had belonged to my nephew, and it was just up in the closet. So we built that, and then an armored car, and these parts go down. We got some guns on the side, and this moves. I don't know what the deal is with this. There's actually a little goon inside of here. I gotta find Two-Face. For some reason they had Two-Face up here on the top, riding on the top on the box. I don't know what that's about. It's kind of dangerous. But yeah, you had to apply all of these stickers. Pretty cool. And there's Batman and Two-Face. So Two-Face came with one of his little goons, and Batman. It's kind of sort of like a material cape. I thought that was pretty cool for Lego. And you got some accessories, batarangs, and another gun for Two-Face. So that was pretty cool. Real quick, look what they did with Batman. You can see that you can't see his eyes when he's got his cowl on. But they put like a little white strip over the top of his brow. So that way when you put the mask on, then you can't see his eyes. And then the Batmobile, which I think came out really nice. Look at that. Yeah.
The bat head came off. Look.
Oh, that's a bat for Daddy's display.
Oh.
We could use it for Batman though.
Yeah, maybe you use it for Batman here.
And then these little red parts to represent the flames are actually removable, so that's cool. Pretty interactive for a Lego thing. I mean, I know Lego's been doing this over the past however 10 years, stepping it up with different stuff, but like I said, I haven't built anything in a long time. It was actually one little feature that I forgot about. This little part right here actually shoots out, so that's cool. It's actually supposed to shoot into the back of that truck. That's why that part comes up. It's supposed to be able to shoot and I guess knock Two-Face off the top of it, but nonetheless, really dope. Get that in a minute. I'm trying to get some good shots. So I was chilling with my Jersey / East Coast, East Side ACBA fam yesterday. Went out to my man Ja's house. It was about 10, 12, 13 of us all together, hitting up a whole bunch of trues and just hanging and having a good time, just drinking and eating and having a good time and stuff. My man Nelson hooked me up with another Iron Patriot, so this one I'll keep on ice. He also hooked me up with the Marvel Select Venom, so I finally got that. This is some random stuff for the FSP, Build-A-Figure parts and whatnot. My man G hooked me up with the Doctor Strange here and the Rocket Raccoon Marvel Universe. I think this Rocket Raccoon is more in scale with Legends, honestly. So that's what I'll be using them for. And I'm interested in completing the Illuminati in 3 3/4 inch. Definitely interested in getting that Professor X. I saw that yesterday at one of the comic shops we hit up, Zap Comics, out in Wayne, New Jersey, I believe, and they had a Professor X, but they wanted $34.99. I'm not paying that for a damn 3 3/4 inch figure. Although he does look really nice. Nando told me that the mold that they use for that Professor X is a G.I. Joe mold. It's Destro, I believe. So it looks really, really good, man. Definitely interested in getting that, and like I said, finishing up the Illuminati for 3 3/4 inch. So I just need 2 more figures here to complete the original Illuminati. Need me that Professor X, and I need a Black Bolt. I believe that Black Bolt is in like a 3-pack, but I don't really care about the Inhumans like that. If I could get the 3-pack for really cheap, then I'd do it. But this would be like that first appearance of them, kind of old school with the original Iron Man armor and Namor and the trunks. I would actually need the other Namor that's clothed and a more modern, or the what is it? Is it the Extremist armor that Iron Man was wearing? Yeah, I think the Extremist armor and the clothed Namor to make it a little more up to date Illuminati. But if I wanted to do them like they appeared in that first comic, then it would be these 4 guys with a Black Bolt and a Professor X. And even that Professor X would be off as far as the hover chair is concerned. They had him with just a regular chair. So, but yeah, man, I'm definitely interested in completing Illuminati in 3 3/4 inch. Like I always say, I'm very selective with this scale of figures, but I had some different displays in mind for a while. So once again, shout out to my brothers, man. Shout out to G for the hospitality, man. Shout out to Ja for the hospitality, for having us over to the crib. Shout out to Nelson and Nando and Ty and Vic and Danny. We met G's roommates, who was mad cool. G had the crispiest big screen TV I ever seen in my life, man. So we was there watching Batman flicks, animated Batman flicks, and just talking and laughing and drinking and joking, and man, I had a blast, man. I didn't even get home till almost 5 in the morning, actually, all the way out from Rahway, New Jersey to here. Well, we was in Rahway, we was in Elizabeth, we was everywhere, man. So big shout out to all the homies, man. I love getting up with these guys every other month, or at least once a month. We try to get together, and when the weather breaks, we definitely gonna try to do this little cookout too. So again, shout out to everybody that was there, man. Marvel Select Venom, man. I love the way this looks, man. I love the scope. I'm a little late on getting this as far as everybody else. There's already been a zillion pictures of this thing in the ACBA Facebook group. But yo, I love the sculpt of this figure, man. It is a dope looking figure all around. I added these little tendril accessories to it. The figure does not come with that, but I mean, it comes with a ton of parts though. You get the 2 little open sort of clawed hands. You get the 2 fists that he's got on. You got these 2 little extra hands which go on the Madness backpack, which I'll show in a second. You get the Brock head, or the half Brock, half Venom changing head. I think this head is a little too big though. And you get this head with the open mouth, which also comes with a tongue, which is removable. So that's really cool. And then you get the backpack, the Madness backpack, which can go in the back of him here. And then you can add those little extra arms that I showed to the sides here. So like I said, most people already know about this. Other cool thing is that these heads on here pop off, man. This is a customizer's dream, this figure, man. You could use these smaller heads on some other black suit of Spider-Man bodies, or even if you mold that, do a cast of that head and start fresh with another Venom figure. I mean, there's so many possibilities with all of these accessories that you get for this. You definitely get your money's worth for Marvel Select on this one. Now, I've heard there's been some paint issues with some of them. Some of them is kind of janky as far as the paint is concerned. I lucked up. Mine was pretty good. It was probably only one little white speck across the neck over here that was on the figure. Everything else looked pretty clean, looked pretty good. So definitely would recommend getting this figure, man. It is really, really dope. I hope I ain't forget nobody, man. It was so many of us chilling. Who was it? It was me, G, Ja, Nando, Ty, Swift, Vic, Danny, and I guess that's it. Nah, it was more of us. I had to go to the picture. So it was Vic, Daniel, Ty, Swift, Nelson, Ja, E, that's what I was forgetting. E, Nando, me, and G. It was 10 of us hanging. And then G's roommates came out, or was at the house when we went over to G's crib. That's at G's crib. And like I said, man, we had a blast, man. I had a ball. Always a good time with the brothers, man. So peace to y'all. All right. I've seen a couple of people do some mods so that the ab crunch can go down more because it barely moves, and so that the head can actually move up and down a bit more too. So I'll probably be doing that just to fix them up a bit more, give it a little bit more range of motion, a little more articulation. So looks pretty good with the 6-inch figure, even though the Select is 7-inch scale. Still pull it off with this old skinny McFarlane Spider-Man. It still looks pretty good. Messing around here a bit, getting some shots. So I've been keeping this on ice for a while. This was the first SDCC exclusive that I got. First time ever going to San Diego Comic-Con. But we ballin', so I'm about to open this joint. Trying to set up a little scene on my daughter's room. So the magic of film. You'll see this happen in a few moments, even though it won't take a few moments. There you have it. About to bust this joint open. About to make some of y'all cringe. Like, yo, Bug, why you opening that? It's for my daughter, man. I don't care. You can see how massive this thing was. I still got my Galactus. I won't be opening that one because I got an extra retail Galactus. If I had the retail Sentinel in this color, then I wouldn't open it. But and I do have multiples of the Marvel Legends Sentinel, but I wanted it to be this look, to be kind of the classic old school look. So got the holes drilled. Gonna get the plane up there first. Got the figure out. So I did some crazy things over the past 6 months as far as like figures. I sold my Crimson Dawn Psylocke for an undisclosed amount. Some people know the amount, but I mean, I sold that. I opened this. I opened a lot of like expensive figures this year, well, in the end of 2012 and the beginning of this year, because like that stuff has no power over me. Like, I'm about that A.C.B.A. life. You can't do A.C.B.A. with carded figures, so